Karaskov and Denise Vargas. And today we have another one of our regulars contributors, of Barbara. So gonna hand it over to Denise and Kurt.
Welcome. So glad to be here. Looking forward to hearing everyone's comments. So remember to like, share, and comment because we will get back to you. All right, Kurt, what's up?
All right. So Emily, we were on an integral conference planning meeting through the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin. Emily, is that meeting over or are they still going?
They are still going.
All right. Well, keep us posted when you're available that the meeting is over and you're all ours. But in the meantime, thanks for being our podcast engineer. Now, again, the framework of World of Ability podcast is having a conversation starter, getting us thinking about people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, people with deafness, people with blindness, people with physical disabilities, those that have a mental health diagnosis, people living in chronic pain, and everyone with the goal of substance use reduction. A lot of the work that I've been doing in the last 10 years have spiraled off to quite a bit of health and human services, public health, and in government agency work with like Governor's Committee for People with Disabilities. And so there's just so much to explore in the world of people with disabilities. So as we do this and think of, week by week, we carve out an hour to kind of catch little fractals of this and, shape an ongoing conversation across the year. I expect that we're hitting things of lifestyle development, including faith life, service life, lifelong learning, things we do in politics and government work and play. On the play side, we include entertainment, sports, recreation, hobbies, pastime, leisure activities, travel. As you can tell, we shape the world of ability to be broad-based in a wide breadth of possibilities. And we have a Zoom user coming in here by the name of Mariana Waikiki, Mariana de Mexico. She is in Cabo, Mexico, and she is coming at us. I know she was sharing that there is some sort of an open house going on for a facility down there, something tied into World Water Day. She apparently is having connection problems, so hopefully we'll be seeing Mariana Waikiki again. So we have had quite a wild week since we last talked last Saturday. Last Saturday, we were talking about the aftermath of International Day of Happiness. And since then, we had on Sunday was the actual United Nations International Day of Happiness. But Edwin reported that there actually was something by the United Nations on the Friday that we were recognizing it too, on that Friday. What was the day last week? March 18th. There we go. Yeah. So there you go. A little indication, even though there's a meeting going on by the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin, we got Emily's attention. Yet anyway, she is able to do two things at once. So we have a star-studded team here. So Barbara, you come in every week, you live the life of leisure. You're living the dream over there. We hear you spend time in a day chanting, and you just get out there free flowing, get out to the waterways as much as you can. You are all about being a part of nature. So what have your adventures been in the last week? What do you have to report that we didn't know since the last we talked to you? And remember, you are on mute right now.
And there we go. Well, where those flowers came from. Thanks. What I know is that I was so fortunate this morning to have my friend pick me up to take me to the most beautiful beach here by pier, and people have set up where they could play volleyball and they can go out on their wave runners and all kinds of fun things to do. And it's a yoga class that was happening. And while I was there, I got to listen to a Buddhist study meeting, and so much love, people being so supportive of each other and caring, and just realizing that I'm very fortunate to have the kind of friends that I have, that to be surrounded with caring, loving people that will make an extra effort to become more enlightened, to become healthier. And now I'm thinking I need to find someone, man, that I could like pay to come and swim with me like 3 times a week, to walk to this. There's this magical pool in this neighborhood. You have to walk over wooden bridges, and it's on an island, and it's really pretty. It's near where I live. And doing things by yourself like that, I know so many people do it. So many people go to the gym like right after work. But for me, I always want to have a friend to do things with. It makes me so much stronger, so much more accountable. I wonder if anyone else has that same sort of, that's almost just, it's a strange ability to go, I want to do this with a friend, to look for friends to do things with. But it's a problem when you won't be strong on your own when nobody's looking, right? To build into a brighter future. That's my quandary for today. How do I change myself from what I feel and what I do to be someone I can respect even more? Anybody have an answer for that?
Well, I think you're right on the right track when you say you're ready to pay somebody to swim with you. It's like, geez, I wish I was in Florida or you were in Milwaukee and we could make that happen. But I guess let's make that a World of Ability call out. Let's find out, who do you know in Florida that wants to swim with Barbara? Let's make it happen right here at the World of Ability. Patty Ernest coming to us out of Phoenix. Patty, you want to come on here and share what's going on with Patty's Pampered Pet Service and how you're taking care of animals? Yesterday was my dog Minnie Loretta Roscoff's birthday, so we're here in belated birthday celebration for our pet Minnie. But Patty, you heard Barbara talking about doing something like swimming together. She's ready to pay somebody to swim with her. You know anybody in Florida? I know you do, but so maybe we got to make that happen. Patty, can you make that happen and send people to swim with Barbara?
Hey, Barbara, I'll need to check into that for you. I lived in Florida for 30 years and I moved because I didn't want to see another hurricane.
I like seeing them. I like experiencing all that energy. I just don't like, the destruction and like that. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Kurt to take me. Where were you taking me? Surfing? What was it? What water skiing?
Yeah, we can go surfing. We can go water skiing. You can go surfing behind a water ski boat. They make those little boards and you get that wake going, churning over, and it's just, you can just like surf right behind speedboats. So whatever you want to do, Patty, let's do it. Yeah, let's head out to the water and doing all that stuff. We'd be swimming too. It sounds like we might be getting a worldwide swim club going right here at the World of Abilities. See, we are rocking it here, and we have Mariana Waikiki, Mariana de Mexico. We got a photo update that there's some sort of an open house going on down there, and there's tie-ins to World Water Day, which had a fabulous concert. I believe we had the Navajo. I would say the indigenous community was there, and it's not just the Navajo tribe. Was it just Navajo tribe, or was there another tribe, Marianne? I'd have to go back to the advertising on it. Was it all up? You're muted.
Yeah, I don't know them personally, but we had a lot of great entertainment and support and really loved the slideshow. So a big shout out to my friend Leanne McLaughlin from Clean Water Foundation. who today, Kurt, is hosting up in Kirkland, Washington, another event today. And I'm introducing him to the two captains that I met in Ensenada who transport boats. And Captain Mary and Captain Jack are going to go there. So this is after we get off this event. We'll be rolling over to that event, and just a lot of events of support for Clean Water Foundation and Worldwide Water. And speaking of water, well, I'm off of the sailboat, Kurt, and I'm not by a pool anymore. And but my new Airbnb host is a private chef, and she goes to an Olympic-sized pool. So I'm looking forward to checking out that. The fees, I guess, is like $140 a month. But when you're kind of like out in the desert here, you got to do what you got to do. So I hope to be back in water, and I'll venture down to the beach tomorrow. The air quality is not that good, so I'm inside, and I'm working on projects. And I'm watching this series on Netflix, Emily. Have you seen Emily in Paris? I love it. It is so cool. These sales and marketing advertisers, just a cute story. So I'm kind of living inside right now, again, because the air quality, and I watched the Anna series on Netflix. So I'm living vicariously through these ladies' lives. And I'm actually working on the third coloring book and uploading that as we speak, Kurt. So I'm producing, and really excited about seeing the production and the new flyers and the app games now that I am actually in a studio, so to speak, and I should have full force internet. And I'm excited just to do the app claims and network with Happy Neighborhood Projects who want to help support me and help find funding for the Acts of Kindness series project. So again, World Water Day. Thank you, Leon McLaughlin, for bringing the concert to us, and Kurt and Emily for hosting it. Yeah, it was amazing opportunities, slideshow, various artists, learning different dances about the culture and community down there. You know, everybody deserves clean water. So thank you for the support, and thank you for having this World of Ability meetings every Saturday. You guys are the world of ability.
There you go. And I love that we talked about swimming so much, because we have our diva here. And, you know, there's one thing I know about Denise is that she tells us her favorite activity is swimming. She'd love nothing more than to be out deep in the ocean or out in the middle of a lake, or, you know, kind of, you know, going down a stream. You know, water is her favorite place, right? Right, Denise?
Ha ha ha. Yeah, no. I do love the beach, so I love all tropical settings, you know, palm trees, beautiful blue waters, you know, I do love the beach. But no, I am not a swimmer. I've tried it a couple of times, and I just get so if someone is holding me, I'm okay. The minute they let go, I just tense up and like I sink, you know. So yeah, I'm sure that perhaps with the right people, the right water, you know, still water. I don't know, Kurt, maybe one day I'll go swimming with you, but yeah. However, speaking of that, of going with a friend, I want to go back to Barbara in absolutely. You know, when you have someone that you experience with, you know, it's great to have a trainer, absolutely. But when you go to any one of these activities with a friend, not only do you have your accountability partner, which as a life coach, I always recommend that someone have that accountability partner to continue moving forward in your life. And if you're trying to change a habit or any type of self-growth, Absolutely, you need that accountability partner. But the experience of doing something like that, something enjoyable, absolutely you want to do that with friends because you get to share with them, talk to them, laugh with them. It's just, there's nothing like going and doing something you love and experiencing that with your friend. Now, that being said, it's also great to have alone time. So if you can find an activity that you do enjoy that you can do on your own, it's very relaxing, and having that self-love, it's like you can be your own best friend, right? So absolutely find activities that you can share the experience with a friend, and then other experiences that you just really share and enjoy doing by yourself. So absolutely.
Well, good. I'm glad you highlighted that because, you know, we live creatively, Denise, and I am creating these online courses with my first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, highlighting water again. And these sea creatures featuring a hard-of-hearing whale tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So now I'm creating coloring books for all ages of the heart to go with the original book for our younger ones. And they get to meet the characters and they get to learn the ASL finger spelling alphabet and numbers. And then you can go play the games on Apple and test your skills. And it's great family involvement or therapeutic, or children with disabilities can practice this on their own and be able to express and communicate using sign language. And so that's what I'm really excited about. I had the opportunity to sail for a couple of months. I'm grateful to be inside now and starting working with my Fiverr team again and creating all this amazing work. So yeah, self-love, self-expression, listening to a lot of solfeggio frequency music and change of environment. And yeah, just learning something new every day is what you can do. So go out and play.
I wonder what you said about the music. What kind of frequency?
It's called solfeggio. It's spelled SOLFEGGIO. They have different hertz frequencies for different things to raise your vibrations. Starting in the 100s to 1000. There's ones for just pain relief. There's ones for aura cleansing all your auras. There's a 2-minute healing. There's 2-minute chakra healing that get your vibes. There's one for cleansing your home. Like last night I did that. I'm in a new space. I didn't bring my what do you call it? A sage with me, but I did that to clear the energies off of my body. Being in a different space and being around different people and different energies. Had a wedding last week. So I'm, just getting grounded again and resetting my spiritual mind, body, and spirit. So, because when we all get together, there's a lot of energy. And when you get home, you just want your own. And you can sleep with it and meditate with it. And there's ones for ocean sounds. There's raining money. There's waterfalls. There's one lounge that I always listen to, or jazz, just whatever mood I'm in, want to get things going. There's ones for procrastination too, to get things done. And it really does work. And, if you play it in your environment with other people and you don't tell them, you can watch their behaviors change or attract different things. I've been, my girlfriend and another girl too, I was playing money in abundance, and both of them got different jobs, or she got extra tip for being a costume rental person, and they gave her extra. So, and I go, see, it happens. So sometimes you just don't tell the people because some people are skeptical, but you do play that kind of frequency and you raise that vibration, and abundance does happen. The new moon was here in Cabo. We had a wedding. I didn't know any of these people, but they were so amazing and invited me. And these lovely ladies came down. And the day before, I was talking to the HNP, I forgot her name. We had a one-on-one just talking about some different things, and I really felt drained and energy was low, wanted to cry, just kind of some different things. And I was really wondering what is going on with me. And guess what? It was the full moon. So the full moon was allowing me to release things that are no longer serving me purpose. And once I figured that, once I saw that full moon at the wedding, I got the aha moment. That's why you were feeling that way. And you were telling yourself you need to let go, declutter your mind, declutter your closet. And, that's what I did. I gave the cleaning lady, her name was Marianne, my same name, spelling. I gave her a necklace that said Marianne. And I gave her some clothes that were no longer serving me purpose. And you should have seen her light up. And I some earrings and stuff that were, they're cubic zirconia, and I'm like, I probably should get rid of these or this or that. You brought them, and well, guess what happened? I met these lovely ladies at the wedding. They are in TV and modeling. Not only that, they invited me over to the timeshare on Saturday. They uplifted my spirits. We had a great talk. They're into spirituality and everything. And the universe provided, and they gifted me a $150 gift certificate for some earrings. So for me, giving that to somebody else, and I was like hesitant or just like, boom, guess what? The universe provided again, or something for the highest good. And it matched my necklace that I got in Sonatas. So I just was happy, and it was just uplifting to be around these lovely ladies. And guess what else happened? We made a TikTok video, which was on my to-do list. It has 1 million followers. So she's going to help me out in Phoenix. They're going to join H&P in Phoenix. And I got a book sale. Someone bought my book on Kindle. I got an alert. So all that kind of stuff that I was processing started showing up. The universe listened, or I was listening and meditating on some of the things, and some things started showing up. So it was just amazing. I just wanted to share that experience with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I love when that happens.
So ask and you shall receive. It's a great book by Esther Hicks too. If you haven't had an opportunity to listen to Esther Hicks, and I listen to meditations too about everything is working out for me, and I in the morning, and then I'm manifesting money for my projects, so it's coming to me. And I'm open to receive and claim it. It's already there. So guess what? There's some other people I know in H&P that I've been talking to. So now that I'm grounded inside in an apartment now, not on the sailboat without internet, I'm going to be able to focus on this and get that funding that I want to complete these app games. So it's just, and guess what happened here too? So the host here, she's a private chef. She had a guy named Omar come over to teach her English, and he's an English teacher. So he wants to help me bring the books into the schools over here in Mexico. How about that? So by just shifting the energy or shifting my location, other things are happening. So I'm just really excited for that.
Sounds like you're having wonderful adventures.
Yeah. And again, I am enjoying the last day I watched Netflix Anna, and today I'm watching Emily in Paris. So Emily, have you ever been to Paris?
She has another show that she's on too at the same time.
Oh, okay. So I'm living through the life of them and just staying home and staying safe. I have a pamper day on Tuesday the 5th, which is my mother's birthday, and she's up in heaven. So I'm going to go treat myself with being pampered and being spiritual with her. That was her birthday.
Nice.
Who's the person who's in Phoenix?
Her name was Letty, is one of them, and she is a TV host producer. She has a show, and she does a lot of TikTok with her clients, and she's got over 1 million followers. And then her sister Lori worked for a jewelry company, and they lost their business due to COVID in a mall. a very successful diamond company, and she's modeling. And they helped me make a TikTok video with my song, So Go Out and Play, with my app game. And their other sister, Gabby, works in the courts, but they're all affiliated. So they were helping out with Clean Water Foundation too. And I told them to join us on H&P. That's all I can tell you.
Just curious because sometimes I go to the Phoenix HMP.
Yeah, I don't, they're not on there yet. So they just left this last weekend. So
And that goes for the Happiness HNP, Happiness Neighborhood Project, right?
yes.
Mhm.
So Barbara, where are you? You're back in Florida?
In Florida, yes.
Part
Where?
again?
Dania right now. Between
I'm
Dania
sorry?
and Hollywood.
Say that once more, please.
Oh, Dania, Florida. Between Dania and Hollywood. Where I am.
I'm coming on. I need to catch this. I didn't hear it. Do that again, please. It's where?
Dania, Florida. Dania, D-A-N-I-A.
Which is near
And
what?
which is kind of in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
The beach there, yeah, in Hollywood.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Hmm.
I lived in Palm Bay, Melbourne, Palm Bay,
Mm-hmm.
the Cocoa Beach area.
Oh, yeah. Florida has a lot of beauty to it, a lot of wonder. Yeah.
I love Florida. I just couldn't take another hurricane. I was there in 2004 and that was overwhelming and I still have nightmares about it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hurricane Andrew was that too.
Andrew was just as bad. Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to bring on the PTSD, just see a hurricane firsthand. It will do it. And 4 of them back to back.
Were you in the military when you talk about PTSD? So many people that they associate that with being in the military.
I was raised around the Navy. My dad worked for the Defense Department.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, very similar. I would like to please do a shout out to or prayers or however you want to say it to something that's very dear to my heart and is going on currently and deserves a lot of attention. And that's what's going on in the Ukraine. And it's slipped by me somewhat. I keep getting some updates through Facebook, but at one point, the largest animal shelter there was shut down. It was under lockdown. And I know through the hurricanes what lockdown, and of course what's happened the last couple of years, what lockdown is like. And they are and have been and will be accepting donations, food, money, and resources to help both the animals and the volunteers that are involved with what's going on in the Ukraine. So it deserves our attention, and those who know me realize I'm not just about the animals, I'm also about people as well. So the people who are being affected by what's going on, just as important. I just want to do a shout out because they need a lot of attention there.
Very good. Thank you very much, Patty. Yeah, we had a mutual aid network meeting yesterday and I brought up, I forget if it was you or who was telling me that that our administration here in the US might be looking at making sure that at least 100,000 refugees will be welcomed into our country. And so looking at the state level, what that means to be prepared that we're going to have people displaced, and kind of what we're going to do to be able to take care of that. So our mutual aid network is taking a look at that to see see what we might do as a group of individuals to be ready to take care of somebody. So yeah, definitely a lot going on. So
And the veterans, and the veterans as well.
absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, Patty. So Denise, I want to bring you back in here in your mantra of dream every day, visualize always. And I'm speaking to an individual's role in, problems far and away from us, but feel near and dear to our heart. And we're all affected by whatever goes on anywhere in the world. Denise, are you out there available to come unmuted and share your thoughts in terms of redesigning our lives to include that we have a role in these societal news aspects? What do you think, Denise?
Absolutely. And I love how, you mentioned redesigning our lives, because, what they're going through right now, it's a big shift that they are going to have to make, especially coming to a new country, not knowing the language. It takes a lot to get your mindset in that. It's so hard. And as humans, we need to understand and be there for our new families, because they're coming to our country, and we need to welcome them, right? They're going through something so devastating. We can't even begin to understand what they're going through. We send them our love, our prayers, for all the loved ones that they've lost. But absolutely, when we have someone come into our country, we need to welcome them. Because, when I was in college, I wrote a paper on racism, prejudice, and, all that stuff. And I remember that I mentioned in the paper that America is it was something about, is it a stew or is it I can't remember actually the exact terminology, but I know I said it was a stew. And the reason I said it was a stew is because when you think about when you're making a stew, you have all these delicious ingredients that you're putting together. And individually, these ingredients might be great and tasty, but when you put them together, oh my gosh, how delicious is that? And that's how I kind of see America, as like welcoming everyone, embracing their culture, and learning so much from them. And that helps in my own self-development. That helps in, when Kurt, you talk about lifelong learning. I mean, how great is it to learn of someone's other culture and languages and food? So all I can say is, for now, absolutely send out prayers, positive energy, that this war ends and everyone will be safe. Pray for the lives that were lost. But absolutely, when we have our new friends come, embrace them, welcome them, and make them feel at home, because this will be their new home for a while, maybe forever. So let's do that.
Denise, I need to jump in here,
Yes.
please. One of the reasons why this is so major to me is because, as I mentioned to Barbara, I did live overseas. And except for my junior high years, the only years that I was in the country were in junior high. When I was like 16, 17, I was boarding a plane by myself and heading to college at my parents' request in this country where I hadn't grown up. So it was all a major adjustment for me. And I can even more identify with what's going on in Ukraine, because we never knew in Spain, we never knew when we were going to be evacuated. And I listened to somebody talk about who was actually involved with Ukraine, what it was like to leave, and they had time to pack. We had to evacuate. That meant leaving everything, including our pets, and getting out. What made it even more challenging was that both my dad and my boyfriend, who was a Marine sergeant, were directly involved to the point that they were on the essentials list, meaning they would have been left behind and we would have had to get out. So what's happening in Ukraine touches me in many different ways, and I do know what it is to come to this country, to come to and vice versa. I was like 7 or 8 when I moved to Spain. To go to a different country and try to make it. So yeah, it's very, very close to my heart.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. You know, it's, and when you mention, you know, we always obviously think about our family and friends that we leave behind, but when we have to think about our pets, you know, that's family. And I know that that is something that's very dear and near to your heart. But it's, yeah, that is something that we do have to keep in mind. And again, just let's welcome them, because they are giving up so much to just for their safety. But, you know, just the prayers, the energy, the welcoming.
All right, so to that point of holding people near and dear to our heart, and to the part of life where we remember those who have gone before us, I want to take this moment as right now we're going to have a Larry Schneider moment, as we did with the Happy Neighborhood Project, with the worldwide main event. We're going to do this 52 seconds celebrating the life of Larry Schneider. Oh, and now that I built it up like that, I'm going to redo it because I don't think I did the sounds. I want to make sure to give the sounds with this. Here we go. Oh, maybe there aren't sounds. I forgot there wasn't sounds, but here we go. Oh no, I got to click. There you go. So let's just use a little moment of silence here to remember those that have gone before us. right, so we are back here at the World of Ability, living in legacy, carrying the torch that has been passed to us that are deceased. So, and we're here with Diva, encouraging us to dream every day, visualize always. We're talking about meditation. I started out the show talking about Barbara chanting and Patty Ernest keeping us close to our pets with their Patty's Pampered Pet Services. So anybody out there who knows people in the Phoenix area, let us know. And especially if we know that they have pets, let's make sure that everybody in Phoenix with pets knows about Patty Ernest and Patty's Pampered Pet Sitting. So Patty, anything to follow with that?
Thank you. If you're traveling to the Phoenix Scottsdale area, anywhere in the vicinity, and you are staying in a resort, please reach out to me as well, because I've taken care of dogs in a resort, and everything worked out. It was a very good relationship, and let me know how I can help you along that line if you're traveling to this area. Thank you.
So, Patty,
Yes.
I'm gonna write down your information here again. So could you please let the audience know, and I'll send it to Lori and Letty.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what's the name of the business again?
Patty's Pampered Pet Sitting.
And what city are you in, Phoenix?
Phoenix, Scottsdale, any of the surrounding areas,
Okay. What's your phone number?
including the West Valley. It is 321.
I'm sorry. What? Start all over. I'm hard of hearing. What was that?
Sure. It's a Florida number that I've held on to. It's
Okay.
321
321.
951
Uh-huh.
3940.
Okay. You have a website?
I do. It's pattysPampered.com.
PATTYS pampered.com.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'll forward it to the lovely ladies in Phoenix that I met with television and TikToks, and yeah, we're just shifting the happiness over.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
And my information is in the chat as well.
Thank you, Patty. So, again, we talked about chanting, meditating, dreaming, visualizing, every day through the I Am Happy project that is the precursor to Happy Neighborhood Project. So now we have both the I Am Happy project and the Happy Neighborhood Project. And with the Happy Neighborhood Project emerged the Happy Co-op. So we are finding new and additional ways to spread happiness around the world. And through the Happy Neighborhood Project, we know Helen Kayoma, who through the I Am Happy Club on Clubhouse every day at 6:15 a.m. Pacific time, she is on Clubhouse for a 15-minute session of daily power of recitations. So it is a reciting of I am happy, I am healthy, I am successful. And, just unfolds a nice 15-minute session that I think is very impactful. A little something of, thinking of it, reprogramming your brain, type of thing that all this stuff can do. So self-fulfilling prophecy, positive affirmations, and just the good stuff that we need to do in terms of mental health, mental wellness, our mental well-being, our mindfulness, all these things. We need to do this stuff. It is like diet and exercise. The exercise we need is not just of our musculoskeletal system. It is our cerebral system too, our brain. So let's rewire our brain and join Helen Kayoma every day on Clubhouse the Clubhouse Club of I Am Happy, and you can look for daily power of recitations. Let's all do this together, and let's amaze our friend Helen Kayoma how many people we can send her way and have gathering with her on Clubhouse. Wouldn't that be amazing if in 5 weeks we conjure up that over 100 people every day are coming together for daily power recitations? Edwin Edeberry talks about raising the vibration that we can harness to be a part of our work and our joined efforts in spreading happiness around the world. So Patty, what do you think of that? Do you think that at 6:15 in the morning, you think you would be up for 15 minutes of daily power recitations with Helen Kayoma and Clubhouse?
You have me on that one. You when I go to sleep late, you definitely have me on that. But I will say this. I have seen Edwin and Helen both in their relation, and as well as both you and Susan. I'm not discrediting that. All of you, but I have seen them interact in the Pada night. The communication and the style that the both of them have as a couple is something that a lot of people can learn from, because they definitely have it going on, as I would say. They definitely have it together. So I just wanted to mention that. And as well as you and Susan, I've seen the both of you interact as well. So, but yeah, they're if you don't know them, if you're listening in the audience, you don't know them, you need to meet them. They're phenomenal. That's all I've got to say about it.
There you go. Thank you, Patty. So now we're going to do a little bit of a calendar check-in. I'm trying to harness the possibilities that might be before us for March 31st. March 31st. March 31st. What might be of any significance for that day, March 31st? Barbara, do you have anything to contribute, anything of significance in your life for March 31st?
March 31st is my birthday.
Whoa, a birthday. Now that's happy vibration right there.
Yeah.
Celebrating the birth of Barbara. What do you
Happy birthday, Barbara.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Last year, my son and I said, his is on the 27th. And we said, what if we give each other the present of not having to buy the other one a present? And that seemed to be okay for both of us. And, this year I'm thinking, what else is happening? Oh, yeah, the Oscars. We could hang out and watch the Oscars, and celebrate with them. But I know something else is happening that we all should know about. And Kurt's going to tell us about it, right? On March 31st, beside being my birthday.
Kurt, before you do, please, and you know how much I love to interrupt. There's something I would like to say here, and I'm hoping that somebody else will join me in this. Barbara, I'm just meeting you, but I have something that I would like to say to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Marianne.
Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Diva.
Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday to you.
For you, Barbara.
Sorry about that. I just had to say that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Hey, by the way, Barbara, you know what the best present is?
What's that?
Being present.
Yes.
I love that. I do wish you the best. You and your son. Your son is fabulous, by the way. And he's fabulous because he's got a fabulous mom.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
We can support each other because we have like similar tendencies. so we can understand, you know. We don't
Absolutely.
want to commiserate, but want to help, like, strengthen each other, because we can have compassion. We can understand what the other one's going through.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Wow.
There you go. So yeah, it kind of reminds me, for whatever reason, I think of our friend Barry Shore, the ambassador of joy. And he talks about when he gathers with us, he always reminds us, hey, everybody, we know you're good looking people, because when you're looking for the good, you are
Uh,
good.
yeah. Nice. Nice.
So there you go. So on that birthday note again, I want to invite you, Barbara, to come. Now, this is no fooling now. No fooling. Friday, April 1st. I mean, there'll be a lot of fooling on April 1st, but not for this. We're serious about this. If you would join us for the worldwide main event on Friday, we are going to be doing it'll be like an April birthday party, but basically we could slip in there your March 31st birthday, and be a little bit of a birthday party that you can have with all of us at the Happy Neighborhood Project, the H&P Worldwide Main Event. Going to hnpabc.com or happyneighborhoodproject.com, going to events, going to networking, and look for that worldwide main event. Register for it. That'll provide you the Zoom link to join us. And then on the birthday side, hnpabc.com/birthday or happyneighborhoodproject.com/birthday. That's where you can go ahead and put in your name and your birth date, and then Edwin Edderberry will have it up on the screen. Look at the birthday, including yours, Barbara. And I think it would be a good thing to do if you're available at 2:00 Eastern on Friday. So what do you think, Barbara? Does that sound like a party? 2 p.m.
Yeah, it
Eastern
does.
Friday?
Sounds like a party.
All right, let's do it up. So, and everybody out there, if you want to join the Happy Neighborhood Project at our worldwide main event, go ahead and put in your birthday, and make sure that on the first Friday of that month, that you go ahead and enter in your birthday ahead of time, so that when Edwin pulls it up, the whole, 120 people or whatever the attendance ends up being, it's instant big birthday party. So let's do it up with the Happy Neighborhood Project. So how did I do there, Diva, as one of the 6 board members of the Happy Co-op and captain at the Happy Neighborhood Project? How did I do?
You did phenomenal. Wow, how awesome is this group? We have so much fun here. Thank you, Marianne, for singing happy birthday or I should say signing happy birthday. That was lovely to see. Marianne actually is one of the co-hosts for HMP Ability. She is our sign language interpreter. So thank you for that. We just have so much fun here. We learn so much about each other. And everyone out there who's listening, hey, we want to have you on the show, and we want to learn about you. So go ahead and like, share, and comment. We love getting back to our guests and our listeners, and just getting back to them. So definitely we want to hear from you.
Yeah. And so go out and play on Apple today. The Acts of Kindness series has launching Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully for Easter. And we have uploaded 3 coloring books to Amazon for your Easter gifts. And you can learn the ASL fingerspelling alphabet on the actsofkindnessseries.com, my new website created by Brian Rooch, HNP. So go out and play with your creative works today.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to see the coloring books. I actually love coloring. I think everyone should try it. It's very relaxing. It puts you in almost in a meditative state. And hey, you know what? Buy the coloring book and buy one for your friend, and get together and have a coloring party. Why
That's
not?
right. And learn the ABCs together. You can practice the ABCs. What a great activity. Great idea, Denise, as usual.
Awesome, awesome. And yeah, so Diva, until you get what you want, dream every day and visualize always. Back to you, Kurt.
All right, so I have two forms of entertainment going on at the same time, obviously right here at the World of Ability podcast. But again, I've got my other screen open with the Integral Adult Autism Conference planning going on, and that's the same thing that Emily's doing. It's tough to be popular. Once in a while, you got to do two things at once. But when that meeting opened up, our friend Scott from the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin started out that he wasn't feeling that great, and he was calling for a short meeting. And that started 2 hours ago, a short meeting. so maybe we should do that here at World of Ability Podcast. I'll come in here and I'll say, Diva, I think we're going to have a short podcast, and then maybe just let her go for a couple hours. What do you think about that, Diva?
Well, you know what? We can definitely do that. Although today, unfortunately, I do need to step off. So I would just like to end it with, again, Diva, until you get what you want. Oh my God, excuse me. Diva, until you get what you want. Stay happy, stay positive, and always live creatively. Love you guys. Love World of Ability. Back to you.
All right. So we really explored the gamut here. We went from swimming to pets to meditating to daily power of recitation to birthdays and redesigning our lives and thinking of our fellow human beings over there in the Ukraine and our worldwide situation and kind of what we can do to play a role in that idea, be the change that you want to see in the world. So encouraging you all out there to think about what Diva brings to us, the idea of redesigning your life, because it gets us thinking about Edwin Edinburgh and Helen Kayoma bring forth the cliche pretty routinely about don't let the past or the future rob us of the present. So let's seize the gift of our presence every day, and let's adapt, adjust, and let's be accommodating, accessible, let's be inclusive, and let's be custodians of integration, removing those bias pathways and dealing with the stigmas that exist today. And let's dream of a future where stigmas are no more. So it has been a great World of Ability podcast episode right now, being serviced by Emily Gomer, our podcast engineer, co-producer, and co-host. And so we're going to call that a wrap today. I'm Kurt Roskoff. Feel free to call or text me at 262-372-1SKI, 262-372-1754. And my email address, abilitymknow@gmail.com, that I've been using for 5.5 years because Ability MK Now is the radio show we started 5.5 years ago. And a big shout out to the Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club, very instrumental in exploding the adaptive water ski implementation and recreation and the sport of water skiing with the Wisconsin Water Ski Federation, the USA Water Ski and Wake Sports Federation, the International Wakeboard and Water Ski Federation. There is a worldwide craze going on that water skiers around the world declare that we're celebrating 100 years of water skiing. And at this point in time, water skiing is for everybody. And thank you to our friends with the Disability Channel. This is a collaboration with the Transform You Media Network, bringing us the World of Ability Podcast Network that now is co-producing with the PAC Channel. Podcasts all coming together. So there you have it. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time at the World of Ability. And we have 13 other shows that we're bringing at you. So you'll see live streaming from us all week long. Bye for now. Emily Gomer, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you're not caught up in the Integral Conference,